How did you convince your teacher in any way to let you do this film for physics class?
Well, we didn't really tell her about like what the film was gonna be. We just knew that we were gonna make a short film, and she was on board with us making the short film as long as it included physics. So we included our small bit of physics, and the rest of it was kind of a surprise to her.
Nice. So, what made you decide to go with a Scooby-Doo parody in particular, out of all the other possibilities?
I don't know. I mean, we just thought it was funny. It was like the first thing we thought. We're like, we can't really come up with anything original because we're not that creative at 11 and trying to think of stuff to people. So we're like, what about Scooby-Doo? But we rename it Schooby-Doo. And it's like, that sounds really funny. Let's roll with it. Because we didn't have much time. It was like the first idea that popped in our heads. So we started listing off names. And we're like, this is going to work. This is going to be great. And it's really funny. We didn't take any of it seriously from the start. So it worked out.
So, at one point you said that it didn't really matter the extra credit and that you just wanted to get it done.
Yeah.
Why were you so determined to get this done?
Well, for me, because I like filmmaking. Like, it's just probably my biggest passion, and this is my one and only chance, pretty much, to get out and go do stuff with like an actual group, or I guess like a film crew at that point. So to me, it was less about getting the physics extra credit because I didn't particularly need it. It was helpful, but I didn't need it. So to me, I was just all about making the film. So I didn't really care that we didn't get much extra credit, or that we just sort of ignored the whole physics parameter pretty much. So for a little bit, to me, I wanted to film this stuff and get all of that done because it was fun for me, just that.
So what was your teacher's reaction when she saw this?
She was pretty surprised. Everybody thought it was funny. We watched it as a whole class after she approved it, and the whole class thought it was absolutely hilarious, and her teacher thought it was hilarious, but she was really confused as to what it had to do with physics, because there was probably about a minute at the end where we discussed physics, and it has nothing to do with almost anything. It's just we threw it in there because we kind of forgot. So yeah, she was surprised, probably a little disappointed, although she thought it was really entertaining too. So yeah.
So what's the one thing that you can take away from your experience of making this film? Like what you learned that you think was helpful?
I definitely learned that making a film is incredibly hard. Like, no matter how small the project is, or like how amateur, like if nobody has any experience, even if you don't take it seriously, like it took a long time to get everything like set up and correct, and then like editing afterwards. Editing took a long time. Like, I never spent that much time editing pretty much any project, even that it was that small and kind of crappy. But definitely like the time consumption of making a film for me was definitely something I learned. But I enjoyed it, even like how difficult it was. So
what was your favorite thing about working on this movie?
I really enjoyed like going out and like shooting everything when I was the one behind the camera. Like, I always think that's fun. Cinematography is one of my favorite things. But it was really fun for like how incredibly goofy it was. And even acting, like I'm not an actor, like I don't really enjoy being in front of the camera that much. But at that point, being in front of it was actually pretty fun, just because of how not serious I could take it. Like, there was no skills required. So there was nothing I really had to hold myself up to. And I had a fun time being pulled down a hill, I think, in the beginning, and I get to trap the gravity monster. So I think that was really fun.
So in the end, you and your friends got the 2 points extra credit for the film.
Yeah, or about 1 minute equated to like our 2 points of whatever. It wasn't really helpful at all, but it was there, so we'll take it.
You got away with it.
Yes.
With the first little physics.
That was our goal.
Unlike the villain in your movie, you're able
Yes.
to get away with all this nonsense. Oh.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We're on a hunt now.
There's a monster at the center of the planet. It comes for us all.
Zoinks! The gravitational field strength of the Earth is rising.
People are being pulled into the ground all over the city by the gravity monster, and we're the only ones who can stop it.
If we don't stop this, we'll be screwed. Let's get to work, gang.